Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football. Who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. This is a stunning arena. It's the Allianz Parquet, the facade, absolutely distinctive, a place out on its own. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions, and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. So it's away we go then. Ceballos. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. And it's Zarate.
Boca Juniors have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Granit Xhaka. Maitland-Niles. Arsenal still to register a shot on target. Xhaka drives it forward. Zarate. No question, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
In comes the cross. And it's Zarate. Zarate shoots! And they've been caught out here. Big chance! Kolasinac. He's gone for it! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
It has got through to him. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Managed to get it away. Leno gets it upfield. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Through back on the first 45 minutes.
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, you'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Plays it out to the wing. Maitland-Niles gets it back. Well read, he's...
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Keeper sends it forward. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He gets past his man. And it's Zarate. And the shot! It's come back out! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Boca Juniors can make their change now with a break in play. Guendouzi. Maitland-Niles. Aubameyang! And Aubameyang! He's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Now the counter. Battles to win it back.
Arsenal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Well, that's where he wants it. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. And this is one of the most spectacular new venues. It's parquet. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Promising cross, great leap! Drago can get it clear. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rabiot spreads it towards the left. Now it's Rabiot. Loses his balance and loses the ball. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? He's away! Is there any support? He might not need it! Well read, he sorted that out. That's gone a long way up and away. He gets past his man. Longley. Ramsey. De Ligt. No goals as yet. Pjanic. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Bonucci. Griezmann. Roberto. And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Now the team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're already into the second period.
Barcelona playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Now it's Luis Suarez and it's Griezmann. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Longley does well there, alert. Arthur. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Barcelona seeking to maximise the moment. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Back into the middle. Now it's Mandzukic. Good ball. Now it's Mandzukic. Gets the better of his man. Room for Mandzukic! Roberto. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Mandzukic. And the shot!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's come loose. Gone behind for a goal kick. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Bernardeschi. Juventus cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Hoists it forward. Barcelona could counter here. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Pjanic. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Yeah, frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.